Hi, I'm 𝗬𝗧𝗢𝗏, and I help people raise their natural energy, their natural vibration. And in this space, I want to talk about conversations with God. Pretty often it's called prayer, but I find that if we come into language, that sometimes it helps us change our perspective on things. And so whether you see it as prayer or a conversation with the unseen, the one that I call Papa, I just invite you into this space. First of all, yes, there's the seen world, the things that we can touch and see, airplanes, beautiful flowers, our loves, absolutely. And then there's the unseen world. And the unseen world is just as real. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance, and today we call it quantum entanglement, when we know that the actions of one person, one place, impact the actions of somebody someplace else. And so that comes back to my thoughts about conversations with Papa. It's a relationship, and like all relationships, it deserves time, but it also requires time. And not just time, it requires a certain level of being available emotionally, being available for the conversation. Sometimes at home, when I'm working on my shopping list, it's just information, right? And so I'm just writing down the things I need to get. I'm listening to the people in the household saying, what else do you want me to add to the list? I get that. But there's also this idea in conversation that there can be places of thanksgiving, places of gratitude, allowing that person to know. And so in the relationship with the unseen, the relationship with Papa, that's a really important part for me, because I believe that when I open up into that space of gratitude, I am able to more accurately embrace what's happening in front of me, and I have different eyes for it. I have more spiritual eyes for it. I had come from a different place, I have a different perspective. And that's one of the things that I come into my quiet time in the morning for every single morning, is because I can go through a day with my own Sarah perspective on things, but I know that if I want to live at a higher vibration, that I need to have an access into a different way of looking at things. So yes, there's absolutely the conversations of this is what I'm working on, the shopping list kind of idea, right? And I do believe that the unseen, that Papa is interested in those things as well, interested in every single part of our lives. There's the gratitude part of it, absolutely. Great for any relationship that you are in. Let them know how they're impacting your life for the better. And then there's this idea of supplication, this idea of I am coming with something that I really could use some help for. I think of this song by Bill Withers, Lean on Me. And he talks about if I have something that you need, I'm just down the road, come ask me, call me. And I think that Papa really comes into that space in our lives as saying, there are things in your life that are so much bigger and that have so much more impact that possibly that you could see from your vantage point. But if you call me, if you have a conversation with me, I can begin to help you see and begin to unlock things. In that process, friends, I just invite you to come into this space. You can have your eyes open when you are praying. You can be out for a walk when you are praying. I know that the mystics and the ancients would do fasting and prayer, and they would sit in silence. And yes, absolutely you can do that. But I also believe that Papa longs for us to be in conversation. So whether we're driving in the car, we're on the workout machine, we are shopping for groceries, we're doing life, that in those spaces that also Papa wants us to have conversation. And so in this space, I just invite you to have a moment of a conversation with Papa. Come and join me. Papa, this morning, I just thank you so much for a brand new day, for the fact that when I woke up, I saw that there was a full moon outside, that I have the visual, physical eyes to see, but how incredible that actually is in my own life, to know that even in darkness, that there are things that are shining light back into what's taking place in my life. I ask for what's going to take place today, for the conversations that I'm going to have, and not just for me, for each person who's listening, for the lives that they are impacting, that you would be stepping into their life in such a way that they know that the unseen world is graciously, beautifully, powerfully impacting the seen world. We just give you gratitude and praise. Thank you. And so as we come back into this space, ready for this day, I just invite you that on Tuesdays at lunchtime, at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, that I lead a very, very short time of gratitude, supplication, thanksgiving on my Facebook Live. And so I just encourage you to come there. And the easiest way to get there is to go to choosinglifeagain.com. And if you go there, it has all the different places for social media. And I look forward to seeing you there. Know that the unseen world is listening. Know that what we are doing impacts the unseen world, and that we can impact the world for better. Have an amazing day.